Hello there and welcome back to France. Last time we did some attacking on Castile, we did also some attacks on Burgundy, and today, since we have a coalition against us, which basically, if I remember correctly, is most Europe, Austria, Burgundy, Brittany, Aragon and Castile, so we'll not be looking south, we'll probably be looking beyond them, but that'll only be when we actually get the next idea set again at level 10. Then we'll go for religion, so we can start hunting down Algiers, Tunisia, Morocco, and basically start making headway in Africa, most likely also against the Ottomans and the Mamluks. So that's the plan, but for now, as I said, we'll go after England, and if people start hating me even more, I'll probably try and look into the opportunity of attacking Norway and Sweden. Norway should be an easy way to attack, since we'll get borders with Orkney sooner or later, and then we can probably use Scotland or someone. I don't know if there's any countries that actually have any core here except for Norway, but as you can see, the counties are pretty big. So if we have a little bit lucky here, Sweden takes back core here. So for I don't know, no, Iceland does not exist, so we can't use them. Denmark is a little bit too big. What we could always do is take this here and recreate Holstein and have them rebuild the vassal kingdom for us, but we'll have to see. Gotland is also a opportunity here, and I believe there's someone else here as well, Finland. So yeah, we could potentially also just take Finland and have them take over Sweden and Norway, basically hand everything here over to them and build up that way. But as you can see here, the main way I think we'll have to expand in this game is basically by using the opportunities that are left to us, and basically try and take north, south, far east, far south, and see how that goes. Because honestly, I'm out of ideas right now. We are already in colonization, or we do already have colonizations against us, so we'll probably have to do that. But as you can see, we probably won't be attacked by any of them, and that's simply because of the fact that I keep my army up under force limits. What we should probably do is start building a little bit of a navy. We do have quite low maintenance on both of these now, earning us a little bit of cash. So we should potentially now, while we're fabricating claims, I think, build some carracks. Or we could potentially wait until we get a proper carrack at level 9. But that will take forever, since, to be honest, we won't be doing that much on diplomatic areas, simply because the pieces will cost quite a lot. So keeping a good diplomatic guy will actually be more important in this game than keeping high administrative power. But we'll have to see. We're going offensive, but we should probably invest in military technology next. Try to get the Gallogays and Galloglay or Condata infantry, and have them to simply boost up. But as it's now, we can simply beat them on manpower alone. If we take a quick look on the military screen for armies, you'll see here that we stand pretty supreme with almost twice the amount of Austrias, along with nearly twice the amount of manpower as well. So even though they are the Holy Roman Emperor, we can potentially screw them over, and that's basically what I've been doing here by taking Burgundy. By taking Burgundy and lands right here, Austria won't actually have a chance at inheriting them, and that is why I'm doing it. There's no other reason than that, but as you can see, we need to fabricate claims on these 5 as well. Take them. We have claim on Holland, we have claims on Rethel, Hainaut. Bread, I think, is under production. Let's see here. Cambrai and claim Bourgogne. Yeah, I'm wondering what I'm claiming. It didn't really say, or perhaps it said and I was just too impatient. Claim on Cambrai. So yeah, we're working on trying to claim all of these, and then we'll probably just core them straight away, or even release a vassal. But Burgundy probably won't be released as a vassal no matter what happens. What we can do, however, is declare war on Switzerland, since they aren't actually in coalition against. But seeing as they actually have 6 provinces, it's a little bit risky, since I don't think we can annex them and simply release them. We do have 2 diplomatic relations to go on, and one of them at least will be used in England to create Cornwall here. We'll give them Cornwall and Wessex, keep Kent to fabricate claims on the more counties up north here, but we'll probably take a bunch of counties without claims as well. We'll probably also create Wales here as another vassal, and simply hand out the lands we gain in England to one of them, probably get another vassal for Ireland, and of course most likely take down Scotland and vassalize them as well. But yeah, we'll have to see. Brittany probably vassalized and annexed, and down south in Castile we'll probably recreate Granada and have them take the lands there. But for now we are kind of friendly with Aragon, but we'll have to see. Basically, I think they're in colonization now against us, basically, because we are pretty big and frightening. There's no one who really hates me here, as you can see. I could understand the reason for being in colonization against me, especially Castile here. But as you can see, when it comes to aggressive expansion, they're actually quite the same. Although I've taken provinces directly from Castile. When it comes to Austria, they really hate me because I've been removing provinces from the empire. So that's that. But as I said, we'll probably focus on building our armies up and prepare for wars against, well, everybody. I don't know if Navarre is actually, yeah, it's actually in the colonization. If not, I could have used them as a lure to get someone in here. Also, when it comes to starting to take Morocco, Algiers and so forth, I can simply take this Portuguese province here. I don't think they're actually in a coalition against me, so to speak, right now. So potentially I could always annex Galicia pretty damn soon, and then start fabricating on Portugal, take a Portuguese province, and then basically take this one over here, then start holy warring my way across the entire North Africa. I don't know if that'll actually hurt any relations, and the guys on the other side of the sea, probably not. Probably Castile and Aragon, of course, but I think Naples, Papal State, Austria especially, won't have any qualms with me taking Morocco, Algiers, Tunisia, Tripoli, and sooner or later the Mamluks and the Ottomans. The only real issue when I start taking on the Ottomans is I can't actually take them from this side. I will probably try to take them from the north and then kick them in, simply because of preventing other nations to take benefit of me kicking them. Then they'll simply join in. So that's the plan. We'll see how much we'll actually be able to carry out. But I've been talking a lot right now. We'll put it, or keep it on pause. We will see how it turns out. We'll go, as I said, against England. They don't hate me that much, although they probably have the most reason to hate me. They are also allied with Switzerland, so we can use that alliance to cut them a little bit down to size, then annex them and vassalize them. And if we end up in a war with Austria, for example, I think we can force some provinces into Swiss hands. So we'll see how this turns out. As you can see here, Austria has been taking some provinces from, I believe this is Bavarian ones, yeah, and also Ulm. So I'll end it here. We'll prepare an attack on England, and once we have, I'll get back to you. We got an alliance offer from Hungary, and that is actually quite the interesting one. We are allied with Scotland, so we'll not be completely alone against England, but still, we simply need a place to dump 32,000 men, and that is more than enough to kick England's ass. So other than that, we don't really have any worries. But if Austria should end up in a war against us, it would actually be quite tempting to have Hungary at my side. Doing a war on the coalition now is actually quite tempting as well. As you can see here, Austria has some noble rebels against them, which potentially could screw them very severely over. And also, I can get Leon here. I'll basically have my base of operations against Portugal. I can sooner or later start attacking Castile. The only real issue there is if England will get into coalition against me as well, but it doesn't really seem like it, so we'll have to see. Also, I'm not really sure if Castile, England, and Burgundy matches quite well. So if I really want to screw over Austria and hurt them right now, we'll accept this alliance, and we'll actually go right ahead and prepare for a war against Castile, which should actually prove quite interesting. So we'll place our troops in positions to attack the Burgundians here. And once we have gained morale and such, we'll probably go after Castile. The only real issue here is, no, I don't have any truces, so declaring war should be, straightforward, I guess. We should also apparently start the process of annexing this guy, as I haven't really paid attention. 51%. Do we want to agent discovered? Do we want to have him continue then? It will take a little over a year, and this is a rare opportunity, so to speak. So we'll do something else. We'll actually go ahead and cancel that claim. Even if Austria gets the remaining provinces here, it's not really that big of a deal, simply because we managed to snatch Antwerpen, who is basically a very big player right here. They do have the tax value, but it's mostly because they're an important center of trade. They they will give plenty of trade income. If we take a look here, I believe I have, one guy. He's not collecting that much, but that's usually probably because of the lack of trade power. So once we actually taken down England a couple of notches, we'll build up our navy a little, and then use that navy to maintain trade power in Antwerp and Bordeaux and whatever else we steal. So that's the plan. We'll see if we can get things rolling. I guess we are more or less ready here. Portugal is at war with someone. I do not know who, or was in war. They just done, or were done a little while ago. I just started wondering with them wandering about here. So I think we'll just allow him to finish since he's actually there. But as you can see, the Austrians have 16,000 men coming in from the west against Austria. Austria will be quite occupied with that if they join in. So also I have 32,000 men to kick anyone who actually enters my territory here. So we'll have to see how this turns out, but all in all I'm optimistic. Also we're most likely to get another guy once someone there dies. So yeah, I'm a little bit flip-floppy right now, but we'll allow this guy to finish up. We'll see if Austria actually has a way of dealing with those rebels, and well, they did have, so I guess their weakness is over with. But as I said, this will probably be a little bit of an interesting turn of events. We'll probably go for embrace the reputation, better than losing a point of stability, I might add. General is dead. I think we'll actually be able to manage without one. How is my air and stats? 5, 3, 2. I've seen better, I've seen worse. We'll try to make him a general, and we should probably keep our king for now. He's actually decent. So we'll go ahead and make these guys leaders. As I said, the colonization, I believe, isn't that incredibly scary as the ones we faced. Brittany is a little bit annoying because they're on this side, but other than that, Burgundy, not really a power anymore, has probably 12,000 men. Austria has 37, but I don't really see how they're going to get here to cause trouble for me. Lorraine, Switzerland, Navarra and Liège are all doesn't really matter size. Castile and Aragon will probably be the biggest issue here, along with Austria, but still we should be able to manage okay. So we'll put it on pause one last time. We'll await this guy's finishing up. As you can see, this guy's doing quite well in annexing. So we'll sit by and see how things goes. England guy actually finished quite fast. We'll go ahead and use this opportunity to declare war on Castile, take Leon. I guess we'll go for that. And hopefully we can keep everyone back. I'll probably keep the 16k stack in Burgos and the 6k stack in Leon, but we'll go for a coalization war, although it's probably a bad move. But as you can see here, basically hell. I opened the doors of hell and I'm not sorry. Hungary, did I ask them to join in? Probably not. So alliance actions dissolved from call to war. Does that exist, or did I just forgot them? Yeah, it seems I forgot them, and I don't know if I can actually call them in any other way. Since Venice is also against me, but Hungary is already steamrolling them, so that's not an issue. So it's probably best just to keep Hungary out this war, then have them kick Venice, and then we'll see how things turn out. But as you can see here, the enemy do not have full morale, so simply using these units, these two 16Ks, to run around and kill off the enemy is probably a wise idea. Also, we'll do something a little bit cheesy doodle, so to speak. We'll create a 12k mercenary unit. I'm pretty sure we can afford it. If not, we'll simply disband it later, and we'll use that as a small arms hunter slash siege unit. But I think we should be alright. The total forces of our enemy are actually quite high, as you can see, with over 100,000 men, but I'm pretty sure we'll handle it anyway. So until something a little bit more interesting happens, or we annihilate a big enemy army, don't expect too much. We'll simply be sitting by and preparing for the battles. But as you can see here, we started out pretty well. 10,000 men down, pretty down fast. So we'll be keeping, as I said, the enemy in check. And containment will be our primary objective here. To contain the enemy forces, kill them off before they can cause any problems, and all in all just try and keep an eye on everything. As long as we take Leon, also we'll start getting a ticking war score. The only thing I really wanted this war is Leon and Burgess, so I think we should be alright. And once we've taken them, we'll hand... yeah, we'll probably hand Cantabria over to Galicia even so, or we'll... I don't know if we'll core this one, we'll have to see how expensive it is. Cantabria handing over to Asturias won't really, or Galicia won't hurt us that much, and also they will most likely accept Burgess straight away. But as I said, the goal of this war is basically just Leon. It's the, well, primary goal, I guess I could say. And once we have it, we'll probably peace out if we can only get it, because we don't really want Portugal to join into this alliance of theirs. And if they do, it'll stir up some bad things. Also, we want to keep England out, so all in all, it'll be interesting to see how this turns out. We have one last claim to fabricate on Kent, then we will be going after England and see how that turns out. But for now, I'll fight this war. The only real threat so far within my borders is this 16k stack here, or 18k, but they're heading to Laborde, and we'll probably go to Navarra as well. So we'll have these guys try and intercept, and it's the unit that has a general, so we'll probably have some sort of battle in this area. But until then, I'll see how things go. As you can see, they took a little bit of a, I wouldn't actually call it a cheap maneuver. They made a smart move, trying to move up against the army that defeated the Britons. And also I paid very little attention to what was actually happening in Castile, and they have a lot of men, so that's a bad move generally. But this Aragonese army is probably on the verge of annihilation. The only really issue up in the north here is these Austrians are coming to siege something here. But we have a little bit of a funny thing here with this, because I can now basically carpet bomb everything. If it wasn't for Agon being in this one as well, we would have a much easier time dealing with all this. But this army here will probably need, we'll probably send the mercenaries to support it against the Austrians. But all in all, I think it should be fairly self-explanatory what we'll do now. We probably lost those 6,000 men, and we did. We'll try to fight here, but we'll just remain sieging for now. We'll move these guys. I think we'll simply move them to help and see how that turns out. But we'll also go ahead and retrain those 6,000 men we lost. We'll just wait. We have the mercenaries to take their place. And this army here is retreating to Holland. So we'll simply follow it, and I think we should be alright. I don't think the Austrians will actually follow us up to Holland. If they do, we'll get the river, I guess, protection bonus, so we don't really have anything to worry about in that aspect either. But as we see here, that's it for the Aragonese. They're retreating to Armor. We'll send our guys to try and intercept them, or we'll simply wait, since they're basically stuck up there, so it doesn't really matter if we don't have someone to take them out straight away. But we'll be moving towards them. They'll be arriving in Law on the 12th, and I think, yeah, we made it. But still, we destroyed the... what the hell? We'll be going after them, although we'll probably get the river thingy. But still, if we can just kill these small armies, I'm pretty sure we are alright. We'll, as I said, send this one up north to try and help with the Burgundians. But as of now, I don't really have any big concerns. If we can destroy this Spanish army along with that one, I'm pretty sure also that we have victory in our tight grasp, so to speak. Battle of Antwerpen is over, and with that we have killed another 2,000 men. We are at 0 war score, however, which is probably just because of them holding some of our territories. I don't know really. Yeah, those are moving. But yeah, we'll probably, as I said, try and hunt down the Aragonese here. Some way or another. Shouldn't really be that hard when you think about it. Also, the Austrians are a little bit wibbly wobbly, don't know what to do, it seems. So this is a good opportunity also to destroy the Castile army, and that's an amazing amount of losses for a win. I'll send just one army, that one. It should be more than strong enough. Well, we'll actually have to send this one, so we should probably assign a leader, but we can't. Wow, that sucks. So we'll do this instead. We'll select the army, and we'll choose the units which actually... I would like if this screen actually showed you which units actually have big or high morale. But if I do this, Yeah, actually got the general in the unit that had high morale even in enemy territory. So that's a nice little, I guess you call it a way of cheating or gaming the system, but still, I'll be focusing on hunting down the Aragonese army now, and probably prepare for a blow with the Austrian as well. We should. So we'll just retreat into safe territory for now, and hopefully we'll have dealt with the Aragonese before this. Thus, we should also probably hand a general, a 6 shock general, no less, to deal with the Aragonese. They're actually running down south, which is very scary, and apparently they peaced out somehow. Did they now? I've had that kind of, I don't know if I should call it a bug or something, but sometimes they end up piecing out, and then 2 or 3 months later they simply pop back in. So I'm a little bit unsure what's actually going on right now, but if they actually fell out of the war, that's great news. If not, we might be in trouble when they actually accidentally, I guess, pop back. But as you can see there, we beat Sungao. That's there. We'll send both forces to try and intercept, and basically we'll just see how this goes. We are losing a lot of cash now, but still we can support it. I don't think the other countries can. And Regency for Zhao, so potentially we could actually, let's see here, would they accept a royal marriage? Yeah, they will. So I could we'll actually deal with the Portugal problem on an entirely different level, I think. Where are my guys? That guy's soon done. Once it's done, we'll royal marriage Portugal, and then we will claim the House of the Throne. People will hate me for it, most notably the 6 people I have royal marriages with, which at this point is my vassals, and also Hungary, I think. Probably Scotland as well. We'll do a quick little check of that. Hungary, Scotland, Bourbonnais, Foix, Orleans, and yeah, Savoy. Wow, I don't care if they hate me. But if I can royal marriage Portugal. Portugal is one of the biggest nations when it comes to starting colonizing. I can actually see them down here. So royal marrying them and having them colonize stuff for me for the next 50 years will actually be quite beneficial, or for all I care, I can simply keep them around and have them colonize the new world for me. Thus, I think Portuguese will become an accepted culture, and that could potentially help me quite a lot. So I'll try to, if I can royal marriage and claim the Portuguese throne here, that will probably be the best move, or the best play if you want to see it that way. Because if I do so, I can simply, as I said, royal marriage, and then really start causing trouble for the others here. Because if I have Portugal to colonize everything for me, then I can simply skip the western part of the map, the New World entirely. Fox and England can still make sure that they don't have sea access. I believe Castile only has these islands except for the main provinces, and also otherwise just keep kicking England, Norway, Sweden, Denmark, try and take the remainder of the coast up here up until, well, everything, and then also use Holy War to take the... I'm actually not sure what this Gulf here is called, or let's see, we'll do region. Wow, it told me basically nothing, so well, that doesn't help. But still, it should help me in the long run. Turning coast, Mediterranean Sea. Yeah, that's right. I simply forgot. But as I said, if we can control the North Sea and also the Mediterranean Sea, I'm pretty sure that Portugal can basically be allowed to colonize everything to the west for us. The only real problem is that relations because of aggressive expansion. So also what I recently learned, which is probably what made me take religion over offensive, is this little bulb here. If you haven't noticed it yet, it's an extra idea. So once you actually finish an idea set, you get some extra ideas to help you. Force march, force the army to go at 150% at current speed, and that's quite great. Also defensive, attrition for enemies, are quality. Most of these actually have quite good modifiers. Trade, get an extra merchant. Exploration, permanent castles, spell against pagans. Ships repair in sea zones. And this one will also be pretty damn well, especially once we lose the the Holy War Castle, but I believe when you're Defender of the Faith, you can use Protect Our Faith or something. Basically replace the Holy War with that one, and by the 1650s we'll have, I believe, that the western part of that map in our hands, so we'll basically be protecting ourselves. But yeah, as I said, we'll probably be focusing now on getting this up to level 10, get a new idea set, and then we'll go for religious ideas simply to boost ourselves. We'll get an extra, we'll get Holy War, we'll get missionary stability costs, missionary strength. All these are pretty good, but this one is certainly the best one. Better relations over time. The effect doubles, so basically everyone, even though I'll be conquering everything they own, they'll still not completely hate me. So, but now I've been chattering about, I'll simply put it on pause again. You got a little bit of a deeper understanding or knowledge, I guess, of what I'm planning to do. But still, it'll be interesting to see how this turns out. I've got a kind of definition about why I think also Aragon jumped out of this war, and that's simply because of Navarra here. I'm pretty sure that they annexed it, and thus they are out of the war, which is pretty damn good news to me. Hopefully they won't simply butt in later and kick the siege units' asses, but that's probable as well. But as I said, I'll put it on pause. If there are any big battles, anything interesting, I'll let you know. If not, we'll simply siege in peace. So until then. Two surprising events on the same day. We defeated the Austrian army. It's basically gone. Can't cause any more troubles for me. And gave it a lot of war score as well. Can still enter an alliance with them, probably because they hurt. What's really tempting right now is to call in the Hungarians, but I don't think I can. But still, as you know, we want to get Portugal, as I said, in a union. We can start soon. Once that guy is done, we'll simply claim the throne, declare war straight away. It's actually more important than this war, because I can also just start taking everything I want then, which basically is half the point of this war. And also I can't take too much, also because of making sure that I actually want the royal marriage. So we'll simply stick with Leon, I think. We'll hand it over to Galicia, and then we'll take some more the next time once we go to war with them, just to make sure that I'm not universally hated, which I'm pretty sure I am right now. But still, it should allow me to get a lot of stuff done. Just take Leon, royal marriage Castile, and thus we should be better off. But as you can see here, their army is 100,000 start, almost 40,000 now. We have suffered some war exhaustion, but it shouldn't really be that much of an issue. We're also hunting down the remaining tiny armies, I guess I should call them, but they're not really anything of note. And also England and well, Portugal will be on the menu afterward. Only them. We don't need these mercenaries anymore. We can simply despawn them. And as you can see, we are almost making a surplus, even while at war, reinforcing our troops. And we are now once we actually got rid of those. So we'll just allow these sieges to finish, and then we'll see how the things actually end up turning out. Frankly, I forgot that the Gibraltar down here is actually a province on its own. It's so tiny, seriously, that I honestly didn't completely forget about it. But still, it's not something that's really worth noting. But yeah, the only real issue right now is hunting down these pesky 5,000, 4,000, 3,000 man armies, and simply annihilating them. And also it seems that England has started to bother the miners, which will cause some issues, I guess, but still we shouldn't be worried. So, well, that's a little bit worrisome. And this too, let's see here, call from Scotland. I'll actually go ahead, it was Switzerland. This is probably a war they started, defensive war actually. English conquest of Ulster. I don't really have any interest in this war. I simply need Scotland as an ally to dump off troops. But still, I don't think they'll hate me too much if I actually just end it here. So we'll ask for military access first, then we'll decline. They'll probably retract it, but still, we should be alright. Scotland decided to, yeah. So we survived in terms of, well, kinda in alliance, in a way of alliance. As you can see, improve relations. I believe they'll get a -50. So if we just bribe them, I think I can actually start the annexation of Foix. Also, once we're done with sieges, so we'll just do that and see how it goes. With the siege of Lyon done, I'm pretty sure that I want to well, end this war. I think we could always take these three or just one of them to be able to recreate Granada, but I'm not really. I don't really want that right now. As you can see here, this hurts quite a lot, especially my relations with. Doesn't it? Portugal? Where's Portugal on this list? Galicia, Brittany, Austria, Avignon, Burgundy. Well, it seems that Portugal isn't even on the list. Is it because they're enemies or something? Just 8 wouldn't really hurt my. I believe the colonization against me should get some malices, but if Portugal is a rival to Castile, no. What the heck? What the heck is going on? Let's see here. I think. How does this work out? Portu. It seems that Portugal doesn't really care that I'm stealing provinces from the neighbor, and that's something I like. It's a little bit unsettling though that Brittany and Aragon get that pissed, but still, England, Savoy, I can live with this, but I can't send that demand. But I'll still take both. We'll simply siege them all. We'll also take money for operations, take or leave the cause if we can. It'll take an awful lot of extra sieging though, but I'm thinking it's worth it in some manner. So we'll go ahead, siege a little more, and once we can, we'll get quite a lot better peace deal, I guess. So we'll see how it goes. Some discerning news in the north. 20,000 Austrian units are currently marching on this army here. It's currently at about 50% morale. We do have a level 6 shock guy there though. So I think also we'll get a tick. Yeah, we'll actually get a tick that will help them a little bit. But as you can see here, we're basically taking most of the lands down here as well. We should probably have kept the mercenary army now that I think about it. But we'll see how this battle goes. If it turns sour or we're about to lose. Yeah, we're about to lose. We'll just make a fair peace deal then, take Burgos and well, this one I think should work out pretty damn well. We can take some more money though, which we will. So I'm happy, and since I'm happy, I won't lose that army either, and I won't actually get any war exhaustion I think for it. We'll simply go ahead and accept this deal. Suck it. Although Portugal didn't show up on the list, they actually hated me more, but still I can get a royal marriage with them, so who cares, really. And also I'll declare war on them ASAP to make sure that they don't join the colonization. But seeing as colonization just has been at war with me, I'm not really concerned in terms of them trying to attack me, so we should be alright. Also got marketplace and dock along with level 8 administrative tech. Didn't really get anything, 2 new buildings. Once we get to level 6 here, we can start building an embassy to get another diplomat, which will be nice. And both of these are soon back. Foix, well, they still love me. Orleans, they still love me. So we'll do a little bit of a tricky thing here. We'll start the annexation of Foix once we have a guy who can't do it, and then we will claim plus 190. So yeah, we'll do this then. I'll send you a gift of 25 ducats and you'll love me a long time. Or I should probably have taken this guy, but we haven't really helped him a lot. Well, we can almost use Navarra as our scapegoat. Just fabricate a claim, take it, and then use it to take the rest of the lands here. Yeah, we'll recreate Navarra and have them Spain. That's Spain. I kicked their ass and then it became Spain. Well, that's a punit Spain I've seen in a long time. But still, as I said, fabricate a claim here, or not here, annex the vassal, and then we will be causing some issues for. Wait, I don't care. Austria is already in trouble. These are 3 armies, if I'm not mistaken, so we'll go ahead and set them up. I kind of forgot my own layout. It's 16k armies, so then it should be like this. Select that one, have it stand there. We'll also go ahead. I'm a little bit unsure if this will actually force them into hating me so much they'll actually join the colonization, but I don't really care. Yeah, I don't really care because the other members of the colonization will have truces against, or I can use truces against them, and that will be the deciding factor here. England will join into the war, which is a little bit bad since I wanted to keep them out. Castile doesn't exist anymore, so I don't really know why they're showing up on the list. But this basically means that I'll have to wait with England, have to wait with everyone. Everyone will hate me, but still, if I can just get Portugal, I'll basically have taken 1/4 of the coastline of Hispania. That's bad. I don't really know what the Iberian half island or something, and that is a major gain for me. Also, these guys have started colonizing someplace else. I don't have to go everywhere to take them down. That's also another bonus. And also, I can land troops here. Can't use their holy war, but at least if I end up annexing them before the time, I will then have holy war Morocco, Algiers, and so forth. So we'll see how it goes. Also, Lithuania is a tempting one, along with maybe Naples, to try and get going. Lithuania, especially since they're big, but they're actually at war with the Ottomans, and probably Crimea and the Ottomans then. But this much land over here could potentially put me in a very, very decent position, but still. Last thing we'll probably do today is this declaration of war. I don't know who will join in. As you can see here, if they have a truce, they can't actually join in. Castile actually join in for some weird reason. I don't think they exist. No, but that's some kind of bug. They formed Spain. I don't know if they formed Spain on this day I paused. But as you can see here, we don't really have any issues at all. The minor troops that England can land doesn't even warrant me keeping an eye on them. The only real issue here now is that I need to pass through here, so that's too bad. But still, we are getting in a position that we were last time, with everyone being in colonization against us, but not going after Portugal now when we have such a good opportunity wouldn't be fair to myself, I think. So we'll go ahead, we'll split one of these armies up again, we'll send it into Portuguese territory, then we'll send the other one after. I think I only need a 16k army as backup here. So we'll go ahead, start taking everything, and then we'll move these guys to support. But this will probably be the end of this episode. It's probably been long like the other ones. I apologize for that, but trying to explain my tactic, although I probably already have and just forgot it, should probably help you a little bit on how my process here works. You need 110. Well, we'll manage that after the war. Once we've taken force the Union, then we can easily sell those over to Galicia, and probably even Portugal if we need. That's actually quite a good thing now. With when I take the rest of Spain and Aragon, I can simply hand lands over to both Galicia, Portugal, and also Granada down in the south. I probably don't want to feed Portugal any more provinces, or maybe I do, because that would make them even more of a powerhouse. So skipping the Galicia part and handing everything over to Portugal seems to be the wisest play right now. So basically Spain or Hispania will be Portuguese, and I guess they can form Spain later after that again. I have to check out the event, but once again, thank you for watching. Please leave a comment, praise, criticism, anything. I know this is kind of going like the other France game, but we didn't have any manpower. We barely had an army. So I'd say we're doing much better. Active uniformity, we can drop that one. Nothing else though. So I'll see you next time. Bye.